Okay, so packing for the shoot, got my backup camera, ultra wide lens, 14 to 24, drone in case I need it, monitor, lights. All right, so quickly balancing my camera on the Rs4 Mini, looks good, with the new Sigma 24-70 version 2, which is like 100 grams lighter, so it's nicer than the version 1 to balance on this smaller gimbal. Just using the A7S III here. I like to have my gimbal set up already, so when I get to the shoot, I'm not messing around trying to balance everything, moving things around. It's so nice taking this whole case, even though it is big, but it's nice to have everything laid out. So I can put the gimbal in here. I can even fit a tripod in here. I can put my both cameras, lenses, and then yeah, just like bits and pieces, spare batteries, all that kind of stuff. But it's so nice at the shoot to have a full case with everything laid out, because it means less time packing up and preparing. If I quickly need to get gear, I can just open the case and get it. I don't need to sort through my bag and then try and fit everything back in my bag. It's so much nicer. Okay, so on my way to film a tattoo studio. I was talking about it in the last video. It's a new regular client that I just picked up. So today's the first shoot I'm doing for them. So yeah, they just want Instagram content, bunch of viral style reels. I was playing around last night with some effects in DaVinci. I was playing around in Fusion trying to do some like hologram effects and tracking and things like that. But yeah, they want a bunch of viral style effects like speed ramps and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a very creative style shoot. Also, just really quick, has anyone got the wireless pro microphones and have the issue where this case just won't charge? It's so frustrating because I'm trying to charge this case, but sometimes it charges only without these in it. It's really weird. So how cool is this feature of the Rs4 Mini? So I love this. So you turn it on and it auto unfolds, which is really nice. And then if you want to turn it off, it just auto locks up. This is why I love this Pelican case, because it just fits in perfect. This is such an awkward angle to fit in bags and things like that. So to be able to just fit this in here, yeah, just so nice. By the way, this is the Pelican 1605 Pelican Air. I'm just testing these cheap light stands from Amazon. I actually do think it would fit. Maybe just like sideways. Like you could probably get that in there. And then like, I reckon that'd just fit, but obviously not optimal to be sideways. It'd be nicer if you could fit it this way, but that's not working. I do want to pick up the Sackler tripod soon. And apparently, well, according to ChatGPT, the legs do fit in here, going sideways. And then you can put the head in here as well. So I definitely want to pick one of those up, even though they are expensive, but to be able to fit one of those tripods in this case as well would be so nice, instead of having a massive tripod bag as well. That's my current tripod bag, the Small Rig 8100, and you can't really see, but it's massive. Okay, so on the way to the shoot right now, I'm talking to ChatGPT and Grok to help plan out things last minute, but I have prepared, but you know that feeling where you've spent enough time preparing, but you still feel like you're underprepared. So yeah, I'm just talking to ChatGPT to kind of plan out ideas and all that. I've got a bunch of ideas in mind for the reels. But yeah, this is definitely a different kind of shoot. It's more of a creative shoot. It reminds me of the restaurant that I shot, where you go to the location and you just get to be creative and come up with a whole bunch of ideas. But a quick update on DaVinci, how it's going. So I did that effect last night, that hologram effect. I was just trying it out. I followed along with a YouTube video. Fusion is actually pretty simple. Using nodes is actually pretty simple. I think it's even better than After Effects with the layer system. I like nodes. I'm really starting to like the nodes. They are complex though. There's a little bit steeper learning curve. After Effects is complex, but I guess DaVinci is just different. Yeah, but yeah, it's going good. It took me a couple hours to do that effect. I think I'll pick it up pretty fast. Should get there a little bit early, so I'm gonna stop and get a coffee, and then yeah, I'll see you guys there.
Everything, never leave, I'm going in, wait, with my brain, thoughts and energy, push through pain.
at the location. Let's go. Hey guys, so we're at the tattoo studio now, setting up the gimbal, setting up the camera stuff. We decided to black out the entire studio. So I used my RGB lights, I put up the green lights. They wanted that darker kind of feel to the studio. So we put up black film over the front doors, and then we've just blacked out the entire studio. And because I've got the A7S III, it's a beast in low light, so I'm shooting everything at 12,800 ISO, and it will still come out really clean. Keeping everything on the gimbal, we're just gonna get a whole bunch of shots, tracking shots, detail shots. They've got a lot of artwork up on the walls, so they really wanted to showcase that, so I'm gonna focus a lot on the artwork. The RS4 Mini is really nice to shoot in vertical. I'm really enjoying it, plus this new lens, the 24-70, I'm noticing it's a little bit more stable on the RS4 Mini with a vertical setup. Sometimes they can struggle a little bit with the vertical setups with a heavy lens and camera. The A7S III is heavy by itself, so having this new 24-70 be around 100 grams lighter, it definitely makes a small difference in the footage. Now we've turned the lights back on, we're gonna get some shots with the lights back on, a bit brighter. And now we're just planning out some viral style reels. Yep, nice, and keep your phone there, and then now do the exact same thing with that. And then,
hold it straight upwards.
But don't pull it back too far.
Upwards.
Yeah, so around where your hand was. And then when you're gonna grab it and then pull it to about here because you wanna keep it in frame.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to explain, but we're gonna have some holograms pop up, some VFX. I'm gonna use DaVinci, as I said. And I decided to chuck the drone up just to get a unique angle. I thought I could chuck it in for like a 2-second clip in the video. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Coffee number 4. Okay, so shoot's all done. Went well. It was a bit of a weird shoot because usually for shoots like this, I'm pressed for time. I have no time left. I'm always not getting 100% of the shots that I need to get. Like, it feels very rushed. And this shoot, because they were doing nothing after, we could kind of just take our time. So I went a little bit slower just so I could focus on getting all the shots I needed. But yeah, I'm just used to always being rushed and not enough time. So it's nice to be able to get the shots that I needed. But yeah, it went all well. Pretty much just used the gimbal for 95% of it. Just, you know, I used the ultra wide lens actually heaps, just showing off the tattoo studio, getting details, cool transitions I'm shooting for. But I use the 14 to 24 mil probably the most. Like, that came in clutch. The 24 to 70, 24 was just way too wide for that kind of stuff. Even some shots that they wanted, the 14 was barely wide enough. And I had to shoot some horizontally just so I could capture everything in it. Having a ultra wide lens definitely comes in handy, especially for this kind of stuff. But yeah, the new 24 to 70 version 2, so nice. Just that little bit lighter, so for shooting on the gimbal, especially the mini gimbals, it's just that bit more stable, especially vertical. Got heaps of content for reels and things like that. Probably gonna do a reel showing off the gym, and then we did some creative reels as you saw. I even got the drone up in the gym. Don't know if it's gonna be usable, but I thought I'd try it. Bit of a unique angle, you know. I just got some high shots because the roof was really high, so they're pretty much giving me full creative freedom. They're just like, we're gonna leave it up to you. You do what you think is good. It's good and bad, I guess, when you get full creative freedom, because the good part about it is you can make stuff that you really like and you get to be creative and you're proud of what you create. But on the flip side, it also requires a lot more mental energy and thinking. You know, if you're doing a lot of content, it is a lot more mental energy. When you get told, like, can you create this? And this is the exact reel that we want. And as you can imagine, it's so much easier. I'm not complaining about it. I do enjoy having creative freedom, and it just lets me be able to create cool stuff. So definitely not complaining. I'm happy with this. But there is a slightly, I guess it could be a negative side to it, where it's not always a negative, but sometimes, yeah, you do got to be aware that it's gonna use a lot more mental energy to be able to be a lot more creative. So if you don't have that spare mental energy, if you just want to get money in, make reels, it might not be the best option to do the more creative stuff. But I'm looking forward to these because we shot some pretty cool reels. I have shot a tattoo studio, but I haven't worked for a tattoo studio before. So definitely keen, and I do like that I've got creative freedom so I can think about what to create. And as I said earlier, I think it was in my last vlog, or the vlog before, a couple of vlogs ago. This is a ongoing client now. So we're gonna be working, not weekly, I don't think yet. I think maybe every 3 weeks or something we'll do a big shoot, but I did say also in my last vlog I'm gonna be outsourcing some of this editing. So at the moment, I think I'm just gonna edit probably most of it. I might outsource some of the simpler stuff, but yeah, I'm probably going to be editing at the moment, but then I will be outsourcing. So I'm going to train up some editors on the exact style that I want and make sure it's good. Because the big thing with editors, I have a certain style to my edits and people like that. And I don't want to get an editor on board that's only, you know, like 60% of the quality. I don't mind if they drop a little bit, but I want it in a certain style, and I want the client to be happy. So I gotta train someone up, and like a lot of the details that people probably don't think matter, they matter to me, and they do matter to the client. Even though you might not think it at the time, subconsciously they see it. Like the little details, like using a little bit stabler footage, or adding the stabilization, or changing the white balance a little bit because it's a little bit off. There's all these little details that I pick up on over the years that I kind of refine more and more and more. And I get, like, I'm a bit of a perfectionist on some of this stuff. Sometimes too much, and I have to pull back because I spend way too long on edits. So I do have to pull back on perfecting edits a lot. It's the over-analyzing. Sometimes 100% effort isn't required. You can pull back a little bit, get it done faster. The client's going to be happier because you're going to get it done faster. They're not going to notice that, you know, that 5% quality decrease or 10% quality decrease. Something I'm working on. You got to know when to put in 100% and when to pull back a little bit so you can get things done faster. Optimally, if you can do it fast with 100%, but you know, you can't always do that. Thanks for watching and listening to me talk about cameras and shit. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.